Welcome back to Ready Set College. We are here today with the University of New Mexico's own Gary Bednors. Gary, thank you for joining the show today.
Thanks again, Rob. It's been great so far. We'd like to give the students a little bit more information about the University of New Mexico, about UNM.
Let's do it. Let's dive right in. One of the things that I wanted to ask about was this notion of, okay, you're a California student, you've traveled 1,000 or so miles from home. What sort of support system do these students have in place so we know they're going to be successful and they're not going to come home with their tails dragging behind them?
Perfect. I always say UNM means University for Nurturing and Mentoring. Students are going to get access to professors and free tutoring. They're going to walk away ready for tomorrow. Not one student ever goes to college just for today, Rob. They're thinking about the great, the new, the next. At New Mexico, we say UNM, University for Now and Mañana. We are getting students ready for the new, the next.
This might be my best and most favorite part of this presentation that you guys are going to see. I get this question almost every day that I present, and I present 10, 15 times every single month at schools all across the state of California. Rob, we'd love to go out of state. We would love to consider going to a public university outside of California because they might be a little easier to get into. How are we going to afford them when you have to pay the out-of-state tuition? Gary Bednors, tell them how it's done.
UNM means University with Need and Merit Aid. A lot of students say, well, I don't need money, but I've got good grades. That's the merit part. UNM, you need money, 3.0. We'll show you the dough at New Mexico.
I love it.
Students today, Rob, with a 3.0 could be eligible for a $65,000 scholarship, over $16,000 a year. The same time a student applies to the University of New Mexico for admission, and we do rolling admission, which means seniors can apply now online. They apply, there's no essay, no personal statement, no letters of recommendation. At the end, it's going to say pay now, pay later. If they click pay later and email me, garyb@unm.edu, I'm happy to help them take care of that $20 application fee. The minute they apply, they've applied for scholarship.
That is a cool, cool deal. No other jumping through hoops. No, I have to talk to 3 other people in different offices. It's I filled out my application. I reached out to Gary B. Beautiful things are going to happen. Now, I can speak specifically about a student in Southern California I worked with. He literally graduated. I will not give away his name or the school he went to, but in my hometown of the Santa Clarita Valley, he graduated with a 3.01 GPA. He had a 22 on the ACT. Gary was nice enough to meet with this young man and give the family every opportunity with a 3.01 and a 22 on the ACT. That's 1 point above the national average. They offered, through Gary, essentially the same cost, if not better, than going to a Cal State University with a much more likely opportunity to graduate in 4 years. That, my friend, is the reason why you're here, and I want you to share those types of stories with our audience.
Thanks, Rob. Students apply online. Within 2 weeks, they get a decision from the University of New Mexico. Then they go into the scholarship review. Out-of-state tuition is just over $21,000 a year. But a 3.0 with a 22 is going to mean a student pays the same as if they lived in the state of New Mexico. It's an opportunity for students to leave home, go to college. The University of New Mexico campus housing, $500 a month for an apartment on campus. We say UNM, University nice as a Marriott. Students love living on our campus. The meal plan, UNM, unlimited number of meals, 24/7 access to the dining hall, $500 a month, all you can eat. Somebody said, do you guarantee the freshman 15? I got the freshman 40, living it, loving it, still have it.
I remember when I went to UCLA, and this was in the mid-90s, my dorm room in the mid-90s with a 2-day meal plan, meaning I was eating twice a day, was $650 in the mid-90s. That is a ridiculous offer. That's living cheap and getting a world-class education with world-class people in a great city.
Yeah, total cost at the University of New Mexico, $21,000 for tuition, about $1,000 a month for housing and dining. There's about 9 months that they're there, looking at about $30,000. Let's throw in Jamba Juice, pizza, popcorn, books, all that fun stuff. we're looking at about $33,000. A student getting $16,000 a year is like a Groupon coupon half price to go to the University of New Mexico. If a student has a 3.9 or higher, possible potential for a full ride.
I don't know about you guys, but I've spent my fair share of talking with families who think, well, I'm going to get my child into a great school. And then I say, are you sure you want to spend the $100 or $200 or $250,000 to get them a bachelor's degree? These are things you should be thinking about as we go into our break. And we'll come back for one more segment here on Ready, Set, College with Gary Bednors, Regional Director of Admission from the University of New Mexico. Stay right there.